Okay, hello everyone. Hope I am set up and ready to go here. Floodfetter. Getting ready to play Poker Night 2. Little Omaha. Omaha Hold'em, as some people call it. So yeah, let's start a tournament here. I don't care. Forfeit the tournament, whatever. Yeah, let's go. Omaha. Omaha Hold'em is really what it is. Some people have some confusion about this game, particularly people that are playing Poker Night or Poker Night 2. Well, it's not available in the first.
If you'll all be so kind as to ante up.
But here,
it's a mathematical certainty that 80% of you are going to lose tonight, and 100% of you will eventually die.
And 100% chance that these people are very annoying. Okay. Alright, so just a little explanation for anyone who's having some confusion with Omaha. Omaha you use, well, you see there I have 4 whole cards as they are referred to that the other players cannot see in live poker, you know, humans, online or live, however you want to, others can't see. And then there will be community cards that come out on the board. Some I refer to them as board cards, either way. Okay, so...
Yo, buddy, stop looking up poker strategies on your cell phone and make a move.
I hate these fuckers. In fact, they talk so much, it's irritating. I'm gonna fold this first hand, and I mean, this is not exactly the same logic that I might use if I were playing against humans.
Buckle up. It's gonna be a bumpy hand.
But and I'm not skipping to the next hand quite yet, just to kind of cover a couple of details. And just take a look here. Okay, I would have had a nice flush draw, high flush draw.
Let's raise.
But little
Why do we have
information
dreams
here.
about flying?
Okay.
Sybil says that
Omaha,
flying
you
dreams
have
are
to
all about
use
feelings
2
of
of
freedom
your whole
or something
cards
like that.
and 3
Oh,
community cards.
I'm out.
In Texas Hold'em, for example,
Ash grabs the pot.
if the best hand
That was a little too easy.
after 5 community cards are out on the board, if the best hand that
So
you
like
have
I was
is the
saying,
board, that
I'm
is your
not
hand. You
talking
don't have
about
to
that
use.
head shrinker
You
stuff.
don't have to use any
Why is
of
flying
your
something we even think
whole
we can do in
cards.
our dreams?
Or
It's
you
not
can
like we
just
can do it in
use
real
one
life.
of them. It's
Big
just
deal.
whatever
Some of
makes
my
up the best
dreams, I'm
hand.
kicking the sun in the crotch.
And
Dreams
as
are
a
weird
talker, I'm
like
just going to go ahead and fold this hand here. I mean,
Sure,
yeah.
sure. But you've had experience
Not gonna
with
talk
kicking
too
things
much
in the
theory.
crotch. Your body knows
Here,
what that
a little
feels
bit.
like. But none of us has ever flown. We don't know what that feels like because it's impossible. But we all have flying dreams.
And you
right?
talk too much, yeah.
What are you getting at?
Either way, I just
Mr.
kind of want to get the
Williams takes
basics.
the blinds.
Another pot for me?
So,
You
yeah,
shouldn't have.
didn't even see a flop that time. The first 3 cards that come out on the board are referred to
So
as the
anyway,
flop.
What if, millions of years ago,
The 4th
humans
community
used
card
to fly?
is the turn, and the
Dangerously
5th
close to blowing
is
my
the
mind,
river.
Ash.
think about it. Flying dreams.
So, you
Superman,
can only use
Peter Pan.
2 of your whole
What if
cards.
it's all an attempt
There's
by
no
our brains
discarding.
to remind us how to fly?
And what you think
That's,
you might use
Crazy talk,
at,
Is it?
you know, like pre-flop
Or is it the sanest thing
may
you've
end up
ever heard?
being something completely different, you know, as the hand progresses. But okay, here, you know,
Check.
here, my hand, I've got pocket 9s and the board. I mean, that's right now. That's my best hand. So no, that's not very good. So you know, I'm not
Interesting.
calling anything
No, wait.
with that
What's
hand.
the opposite of that?
I'm not. It's
I check.
not gonna call
I knew I
a
should have
bet
paid more attention in
on that.
algebra.
Although these guys,
Yeah, I'll bet.
they're usually, you know, full of crap.
Nope.
And I've seen
Really?
on Steam,
I don't know.
you know, I've seen I guess suggestions or whatever. You know. I guess people have looked into reading their tells, and they probably do have very specific tells or whatever. It really doesn't matter.
Check.
Take a look at my cards here.
Check.
Okay, that wouldn't have helped me at all
check.
had I remained in the hand.
I'll check.
Brock has a pair of
A
sevens.
little hard to explain too much in real
And Mr.
time.
Williams has a pair of
If I could
tens.
pause on the
Ash
turn,
wins the
pause on
hand.
the river. Yeah, I could do that.
Boom.
Like I said, not too much. If I'm in the hand, I'll explain a little more. But I'm not going to go into too much theory. Although, I'll say that Omaha is a bit more of a gamble
Not this time.
than Texas Hold'em.
Call.
Texas Hold'em, the best starting hand over the worst, is
Raise.
approximately almost 9-1 favorite. He's raising. My hand is not particularly strong. In fact, you know, it's double suited. That's one thing. Any time you have two cards, two sets of two cards, I should say, that are the same suit, you're great in Omaha. That's what you want. You don't want 3 cards of the same suit or 4 cards of the same suit, because you can only use 2 of them. And
This ain't rocket science, Spanky.
yeah, well, I'm gonna beat you, so just shut the fuck up. If I don't beat him, I'll just play again or
If you're
whatever,
enjoying
you know.
tonight's little slice
The
of
only-
aperture science, I
Yes.
can arrange a complimentary tour of my facility.
As she
after
comes
the
down.
tournament.
Yeah, I'll
The
get
only
right
achievement
on
I don't have is
Sorry, Max and I don't do
the
family
GLaDOS
tours
bounty.
ever since the Hamdingers incident.
and it's because there's a glitch of
Who's
some
what
sort.
now?
The game there,
I'm not sure what
They
you're
haven't
trying to
given me
do
credit
here, but
for
it's not working.
everything
Call.
that I needed, that I have done,
I fall.
that are prerequisites. 5 king 9 deuce. So it would have been a horrible hand.
Yeah.
The only real hand that I could have made was if a 10 were to come out, and then I would only have a queen high straight, which is kind of bad when somebody could have the ace high straight. It's not particularly strong
Who's your
in
dad?
Omaha.
Rock Sampson has a pair of fours,
course, then
and
again-
Ash has 2 pair. Ash wins.
Pair of 4s and 2 pair.
It's good
This
to
is-
be the king.
You know, there are only 5 people sitting at this table.
Rock
Well,
Sampson has been eliminated.
actually,
Oh, son of a bitch.
kind
You
of odd
guys
to
are
call them
smarter than you look.
people dumber than.
So like I was saying,
Yeah.
count me in, honey bits.
Oh, and see, all right,
Hooray,
this is horrible.
Another malfunctioning robot.
And I'm playing much tighter than I normally would because I'm talking here, but let me just go ahead and fold that. And I'll tell you the reason.
Auto fold activated.
3 8s.
This is gonna get ugly, isn't it?
The odds of an 8 coming out on the board are bad.
I'll check that.
So
Don't laugh.
that
Don't
wouldn't
laugh.
have been
Check.
a very good flop for me. Just flush draw on board.
Check.
Nothing like that.
I would
Real
have a straight draw, a
high-stakes
gut
poker.
shot straight draw. If a
Check.
jack were to come out, I would have a straight. Wouldn't be. Well, yeah.
It's a lot easier deciding which
I
deadite
would
to
probably win the hand.
shoot. Bet.
Oh, Sam.
But that's
Think
okay.
of all the hamdingers we could buy with that.
Alright, with these guys.
Thinking.
And
Fold.
let me say first, alright,
Ash
this is a no
backs
limit
off.
version of
Like taking
Omaha.
candy from
it's
a baby.
It's usually a pot limit game. Where you can't just go
The
all
blinds are now 600
pre-flop
and 1200.
in most cases. You know, unless you don't have any chips or, you know, much of a stack of any sort. Alright, now see, this hand, not too good either. It doesn't matter, you know, I'm gonna play some hands. We've got 3 cards of the same suit. Ace, deuce, 8, jack. I mean, you know, I could do some things with it or whatever, but
I'll fold.
it's not a great hand.
Yeah, I'll call.
The 8's kind of hanging out there. Yeah, I mean, it's potential straight. But see, that's just bad right there. I've got 2 pair,
I'll bet.
and you know, he's probably full of shit.
What's going on with the toaster?
But
His audio output
really,
got him loose.
you know,
It happens sometimes with...
in order to stay in this hand through,
Should I
River.
do anything?
I'm really wanting to make a full house of this one. That would be an ace or deuce. Deuce comes out.
Aw, jeez.
Don't really feel that great about it. He could have a pair of 9s.
Movies!
He could even have
What did I miss?
pocket aces. This only accounts for 2 aces here. So to call would be 1,800. The pot's 7,200. Let's see. We got 2. Really, I got 4 cards that could make my full house. You have what, 47 cards left in the deck that I don't know what they are. Excuse me, not 47, because I have 7. Either way, very low chance of making a reasonable hand, because even if a 2
For the
comes
love
out,
of Mike, just do something.
really, if he was really irritated, I would love that. These guys drive me nuts. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fold here because I would have to make it all the way to
Sure
the
about
river.
that?
Now, I am gonna kind of switch gears here, you know, very soon. I'm
There's a
not gonna
fine
play
line between brilliance and stupidity.
the same way, but
I'm
but
pretty
these
sure we're all
guys
straddling it like a Lithuanian lap dancer.
really
Check.
can be pushed off of hands at certain points. You're
I'll
not
check
always
that.
gonna know when. It's not always gonna
Oh,
matter.
hush. Check.
But they.
Ash has a pair of 10s.
Oh, really? See, I told you they're full of shit.
Sam has a pair of aces. Sam takes the pot.
See,
Come to
and I would have won
Papa,
the hand.
little chips.
But
Don't
you know,
answer
like I
more
said,
buys the money, Max. I mean, Sam.
you know, in Omaha, the number of cards that are dealt out, there's a pretty good chance that somebody has a flush there.
Ray!
Except in this game, which brings me to
Yeah,
the point.
I'm in.
This game kind of sucks.
I call.
All right, well, that's a decent sized pot. My hand's not that great, but decent sized pot. It's only 1,800 to call. Go ahead and do that. I don't want to do too much calling, especially
I'll check.
you know, when that's the kind of shit I get.
Jack?
But
What's your story, Juice Box?
let's see, claptrap.
I'm nothing special. I mean, I
and
was
Sam.
the leader of a glorious rebellion that came within a gnat's whisker of tumbling the fascist power structure of an exotic alien world.
Nope,
Not
I mean,
bad.
Certainly
But
I
now I'm
can't.
just a humble robot, last of my kind, trying to get by in a cold,
Can't
cruel universe.
really go anywhere with this hand.
That's one hell of a story arc you got there.
I know. I'm
That's
trying
okay.
to sell it to J.J. Abrams, but I need a third act.
And see, so at some point, playing
Check
against these guys, yeah, I'm gonna take
Check,
down a
please.
hand,
I'll check.
legitimately or whatever. But it's easy enough for these guys just to, you can shove
Claptrap
shit
has 2 pair.
and win a hand. I mean,
Ash
basically,
has 2 pair.
and I don't. Omaha is a game. It's a
Sam
brutal.
has a flush.
It's a brutal
Sam
game,
wins.
but I
Hey, I
love
won again.
PLO. It's
I wonder what that means.
one of my
Means
favorite
you're on a roll, baby. Bet
Games.
everything.
poker games, I should say. And overall, any game, you know. Okay, I'm gonna play this hand. You know,
Yeah,
I'm not double suited, you know, as I would say,
I call.
but I like this hand enough to goof around with. And okay, I got a flush draw. Definitely, I could, you know, somebody could have me beat here. Even if they do hit the flush, they may have paired up ace or queen. If they paired up queen and they got any kind of sense, you know, they're gonna back off. If I show any sort of strength, I'm guessing I'll get a fold or small re-raise.
Nah.
What? Ah, okay. He's backing out. Nope, he's all in. Watch.
I'll
Nope,
raise.
he's raising. Let's see. Now, he's probably full of shit. And this is just... I'm gonna test these guys out and just see what happens here. Because a lot of times... You see, his stack is bigger than mine. But a lot of times, they'll just fold. If they re-raise, or excuse me, he raised, I bet he raised. If I re-raise,
Stop
a lot of
staring
times
at
they'll
me.
just fold.
Great day in the morning.
Really?
But either that or he'll just stand up and shove.
All
Yep,
in.
that's exactly what he's going to do. And that's okay. He's probably got an ace. He's got aces and sevens. And I've got 9 cards that can win the hand for me. Now I could also... a 6, jack, or any diamond. There you go.
Rats.
The player has.
Have to look
a
at how many
straight.
outs you
Sam
have.
has two
The number of
pairs.
outs
The
you have.
player wins.
If I had a hand like that, it'd look really weird on the end of my dog arm.
Oh, shut up. The number of outs you have, or the number of cards that could win the hand for you, or can make your hand, I should say. Because you can make your hand and still lose the hand. And I'm just gonna do a mid-raise here. And
Call.
I don't always suggest that in Omaha. And if
So you're Ash
you know, if
Williams.
this guy shoves,
That's what it says on my
and when I
library
s-
card.
when I say shove, if he
The
goes all in,
same Ash Williams
Then
who
I would
slaughtered
fold.
the Deadites, took on the Nightmare King and the
in
Immortal
this
Hockey Mask
situation,
Tour,
okay.
and fought back the Degrassi
Look,
invasion
my
in
hand sucks.
2016?
and did a
what now,
min-raise, a lot of times I
Oh,
would just
yeah.
fold. Yeah,
That hasn't
look,
happened yet.
and this is kind of
Try that. Quick
a way to
word
put
advice.
people
Start
off.
stocking up on shotgun shells and canned
Make them
meat.
think you're weak.
Also nose plugs.
Whether or not these
But
guys
damn, those Degrassi
take note
slugs
of that
stink.
at all, I don't know.
I'm
They'll
all
call you
in.
out on it, but yeah.
Whoa.
See, I folded. If I had,
All right. Who wants some?
yeah,
Oh, fuzz nuggets.
I raised, he re-raised. If I had called that, then I would be, put to the test.
Oh, yeah.
And that's reasonable. There was somebody between us, right? So that's what you kind of have to. One of the things you have to wrestle with. And certainly, looks like I would be losing this hand. Would have a flush draw at this point. Let's see. Actually, but he has a higher flush draw, and doesn't matter. I would have
Hey,
lost.
a good thing.
Mr. Trapp has a pair of 10s, and Mr. Williams has a pair of 4s.
had
Claptrap
nothing.
wins.
But a pair of eights.
Finally, I was starting to think the dealer had it in for me.
Well, that's
The
okay.
only thing I have for you is
Small raise that I put out there created a little action. Sometimes that will cause one to knock the other out. If that's preferable for you,
I call.
then to be
I've
up
got a
against
bad
less
feeling
opponents,
about this.
although one would have a much
Check.
larger stack. You might want to use that strategy on occasion, but you may
Check.
not. And
Checo.
just taking a look here,
Check,
kings and
losers, eh?
tens, straight draw possible. Although I'm not in the
Check.
hand. I would have a flush draw
Check-o-rama.
possible at this point. Clubs.
Jackaroonie.
So yeah, that
I'll bet.
kings and tens still would be my. Oh no, well I hit the
Nope.
flush actually, but it's a good chance. Nope, he would
Mr.
have had me
Williams
beat.
has a flush.
Yep,
Sam
I would have
has
won the
two
hand. but
pair. Ash wins the
What?
hand.
All right.
Still wasn't a really good hand. We're kind of
The blinds have been increased. to
short-handed,
800
although
and 16.
Omaha is it's not usually played in a full ring. Full ring being 10, sometimes 9 or 10. I'll play this hand even
Is
though
it just me, or is that Samson guy kind of scary?
I'm
Pretty ironic
three-suited
talk from Mr. Boomsticko Chainsaw, don't you
rather
think?
than
No,
double-suited.
seriously. Every time he stares at you, it's like there's machetes coming out of his eyes. Poisoned machetes. Lasers.
That's really
I
not
think he's
a
cool.
good call.
Like Liam Neeson, I'm going to hunt you down and release the Kraken.
Yeah.
Cool.
looking
Careful
to
there, silent running.
hit a
If you
set
start drooling,
or
you might short yourself
flush
out.
pretty hard
Don't
on
worry,
the
Ash.
flop.
You'll always be my one true man crush.
Mr. Williams takes the blinds.
Looks
Omaha.
like the old Williams curse is going the way of
Definitely
the
have
dodo.
to think about the odds and your position and pre-flop raises
I call.
being very risky. He's all in. But
All in.
yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot, but
Ah, hell.
you know, he's wanting to try to
If I
double
wore
up or
shoes,
whatever.
I would not
And
want to
see,
be in yours right now.
If I was last to act, I would go ahead and call him just based on my stack size. Then again, it's going to come back around here to Ash, and he has 43,000. He may just go all, well,
Don't make
say
me
call.
send Max over
he,
there.
he may
I've got a rubber
go all in
chicken,
as
and
well.
I'm not
And I would
afraid
be
to
forced
use it.
to fold, having lost a lot of chips, or call and risk all my chips
Activated.
on a hand I don't
would
really
Chuck Finley
like
do?
very much.
Ah, I'm in.
A call like that. So all he had to do was call at that point. If I had called, he may try to shove me out of the hand. As shitty as these guys play, he still may try to do that, and that's just something you have to keep an eye out for. And see, at this point, well, I would have queens and sevens. Now notice, my whole cards, pre-flop, I had a pair of tens. Doesn't matter now. You can only use two. So
Holyoke,
the queen and the
Massachusetts.
seven were
Ashley
paired
has
on the
a
board.
pair of sevens.
Of course,
Sam
you know,
has
I had
two
folded
pairs.
pre-flop.
Sam takes the pot.
Sam had queens and jacks. I had queens and
Come
sevens.
to Papa, little chips.
Don't anthropomorphize the money, Max. I
I
mean,
would have
Sam.
lost. So, not by much now. Okay, I mean it doesn't matter by how much. My hand would have beat Ash's hand, and if he had shoved, I would have gotten some chips from him in the side
I'll call
pot.
that.
I call.
Okay, I'm gonna. Well, see, I missed that flop.
Check.
If I had been in, I
I'll
would have
check
missed
that.
that flop altogether. Nothing to work with.
Bad.
Somebody's got a 5, screwed. You know,
Okay, Claptrap, keep it
Whatever.
cool. Don't stare at the
Not
money,
drawing on
or it'll think you're a creep.
anything. Just gonna go ahead and
And
skip.
I'm out.
I'm gonna
Sam takes
kind of
the
start
pot.
skipping through hands I fold. I'm in early position, under the gun, first act, however you want to say it. Don't like that hand. I'm gonna fold, and I'm gonna skip through it.
What was that?
I am attempting to ascertain what's so special about an ordinary set of poker equipment that it would oblige the owners of the inventory to assemble these so-called theme tournaments.
Yeah,
Sam
I don't
wins
remember
with
saying
the
that.
higher pairs.
Maybe it's because I never listen. Okay,
Anywho, maybe it was magic.
deuce 8,
Magic,
deuce 7,
of
8,
course.
7 suited.
And here I was wasting
okay,
my time looking for fluctuations
great.
in the quantum phone.
I'm in the big
I'll
blind.
just adjust
Let's
my
just see what
scanners
they
to
do.
check for genies, leprechauns,
I would
and
like to
wizards.
be in the hand, actually.
Don't forget demons. Those SOBs are always up to something.
That's a big raise. It's not worth
Of
it.
course they are.
I will look. Okay, here I would have had
I'll check.
a gut shot straight
Come on,
draw.
Ash,
7,
it's
8,
all
9. Looking for a
I'm
10, jack.
All in.
Yep, exactly. So I'd be going in
Just
on
remember, it's a
approximately
game.
16%
I
chance
call.
of making my straight. And
Dang.
yeah, would have been a bad hand to be in. Wouldn't have wanted to make that call. And see, Ash just hit a straight.
No, I mean, yes.
Mr. Williams has a straight. Sam has a straight.
Now,
We have a tie.
in Omaha,
and the
it
pot
can
is
be
split.
a little difficult
I've taken the liberty of
when the
moving
cards come
blinds
out
to
that fast if you're playing
1,000
online or
and
whatever.
2,000.
And it can be a little difficult to see it that quickly. You may get a little confused, so it's a little
Wild deadites couldn't keep me out of this party.
to get used to.
I'll call.
But, you know, remembering
Check.
the basic 2 hole cards, 3 community cards. That's very important. That's the game. If you know Texas Hold'em and you remember that rule, 2 hole cards, 3 community cards, board cards, whatever you want to call them. Okay, I'm drawing to a flush and a straight here, open-ended. 8, 9, 10, jack. You know, I could get a 10, 7, you know, queen. Yeah, any diamond to make my flush. Be queen high. Yeah, somebody could have me beat, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna check. I'm actually gonna try a check raise here, so hopefully somebody bets.
Your
And
boldness
then-
is palpable.
I'm just gonna move all in,
Hold on.
and
I
I'm
think
drawing.
I can dig a few quarters
The
out
thing
of the
is that,
sofa to call that.
I follow.
You know, a lot of times people would say, okay, that's a stupid risk. Well, I'm playing against some idiots, and I really don't know about the random card generator, as some people, you know, random number generator, as people would call it, or whatever. I don't know how good it is, but, you know, it doesn't really matter.
Damn, G.
At this point,
Look at all that shit.
I got a lot of outs.
I'm out.
I'm enjoying
A
all
reasonable
this.
odds of winning the
It
hand.
means I'll be able to go back to
so-
my lab that much sooner.
Looks
Yep.
like I'm all in.
Now I've got him covered, so he's not going to knock me out, period.
Crap.
But he does have 2 pair, and that didn't help. Alright, but I hit my flush.
Son of a...
The player has a flush, and Ash has 2 pair. The player wins the hand. Congratulations. You've converted a nearly unbeatable hand into a victory.
Yeah, see, that doesn't
Ash
even make
has
it.
been
It's a
excised
nearly
from this
unbeatable
experiment
hand.
due to insufficient funds.
Victory. I really don't know what she meant by that. Did she mean my hand was pretty good, and I'm not so special for having won it? Is that what the implication is there? Not that I think I'm that special for having won it. I'm just gonna fold and let these idiots
What's it like living in black and white?
do whatever kind of stupid
Well, that's
shit they're
actually an
gonna
old
do.
wives' tale.
Honestly,
like
I
the one
probably
about
could have gotten
representative
that
democracy.
easy enough,
Dogs
but
can see
I didn't really want to.
It just looks like this.
You know, it's just irritating.
I am
Alright,
totally
now I
tripping
would have had
balls
an
right now.
open-ended straight draw
We can
there.
also see
But,
fear
yeah,
and
let's go
smell
ahead and skip
sarcasm.
them. See what happens next hand.
Impressive.
And
Black
if you
Captain.
go to skip hand, it still takes forever, and they run their mouth and everything.
So where was I? Oh yeah. Hey,
Eh,
Hey, it works.
I'll call a
Carry the
small raise,
three.
but yeah, he's all in.
I'm going all in.
Yeah,
great
he
day
doesn't
in
have
the
very
morning.
many chips.
I didn't really look at my cards, but I'm
Compared
calling
to the-
anyway.
See, no, it's not a situation where I would call if I were him.
You know who I usually consult when I have
No,
to make a
and
tough
I don't
decision?
even care.
Faster,
I'll fold.
pussycat! Kill! Kill!
Yeah. They did that based on their
This is gonna be
kings
close.
and queens.
I hope I win. Ah! Kill it with fire.
See, no flush draws out there. Well,
Dude.
what do you have? A
The
set of
little robot
queens?
has
3
a
of a
pair
kind,
of
whatever you want to
kings.
call it.
Sam has 3 of a kind. Sam wins the
Set
hand.
3 of a kind, same thing.
Never bet against a freelance policeman on the edge of his seat.
I would have had 2
Rat
pair.
has been
Would have been beat.
eliminated.
Beaten
Well, I
by
would've had
humans?
8s and
Man,
5s.
I'm gonna catch hell
Queen
from the other
kicker.
robots at the next Kill the Humans meeting. Wait, forget I said that last part.
Looks like it's
I'm
just
not
you and
gonna
me.
like I said,
I
I'm
hope
not
you
gonna
brought some
explain it out.
antibiotics.
Yeah,
This
whatever.
is gonna
'Cause you're a
sting.
dog. Probably gonna bite. Watch. He'll go all in a bunch. Because he's an idiot. I'm just gonna pick and choose my spots here.
I raise.
Oh, okay. How much did you raise? That's a big raise for this shit. And I'm gonna fold. Doesn't matter.
Sam takes off
If he's a
with the
real
blinds.
person, you
I
know,
know this
like,
little
heads
winning
up.
streak is just random
You do a
luck,
lot of-
but
In your face, sucker!
You don't want to do a lot of folding.
what he said.
Heads up. But you have to be reasonable. And let's see. Let me just try to call here, and watch. He's gonna raise. Watch. He'll probably go all in. I'm not gonna call.
I'll raise.
Okay. See, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just
Sam
kind of messing
takes
with him
off
here.
with the blinds. I've increased the blinds to 1,200 and 2,400.
And see, I mean, this hand has possibilities,
Call.
even though I'm not double suited. But here's where I'm gonna kind of come back at him. Just something kind of random, actually.
I call.
Oh, he's calling. Okay, that's. Yeah, I would have rather him raised and just have shoved myself. But see,
I'll bet.
you look, I really had. Yeah, I mean, I've got a gut shot straight draw. Paired my deuces. There's a flush draw on board. This is a hand you fold. I was showing a little strength
Sam
opening,
takes the pot.
rather than
You didn't stand a chance once I decided to win.
looking like I was just gonna back down every hand. Doesn't matter. I'm still gonna play my game. All right. No, this isn't horrible. I'm gonna call.
You remind
If
me
he
of
raises,
someone.
I'm just gonna shove all in.
Everyone
This
reminds
is
you
not a
of
great
someone,
hand to
Sam.
shove all in.
That's
And
it.
again,
You remind me of everyone.
it's nearly
no
a
one.
coin flip in
Weird.
Omaha. This could take me out, or it
Well,
could
dang.
give me a very big stack.
Farfig nougat.
Doesn't matter when you
Fold.
play against these idiots.
The player
Yeah,
steals
exactly.
the
That's
blinds.
what happens a lot of times.
I haven't seen so much folding since Max and I busted that
showed strength
underground bed
hand
making
before.
contest.
Those skells bounced off the sheets like quarters.
I got raised there and shoved, and he folded.
I call.
Now, all right, look, all 4 suits. That's called. Well, I've got a rainbow for whole cards. So, yeah, and see, he called there. He didn't raise. Well, paired up my 6s, but you know, my better hand is 8s. Although I have a gut shot straight draw, which is nothing special.
I'm bad.
How much did he bet? 7,200. Nah, fold. Not gonna let him have the
Sam
advantage
takes the pot.
back on something like that. He didn't get so much that it mattered. Most of that pot was what he just stuck in there. Nothing particularly special about this. I'm gonna call. If he raises, I'll fold.
Let's raise.
Depending. Syntheses. These are big raises.
Sam makes off with the blinds.
But yeah, no reason for me to call that. It's a little jockeying for position, I would say here.
I project a 0.05%
Texas Hold'em, I hate
chance
Jack
that this
4.
tournament will end in bloodshed. Luckily, I don't have any blood.
No, this is not a place where I want to wind up.
Sam makes off with the blinds.
There's
Ever
too
bet
many
against a
chips
freelance
on the
policeman
pot.
on the edge of his seat?
Pre-flop.
Did you hear that?
So,
That was the sound of a counter incrementing deep within my processing core, informing me that it's time to raise the blinds again. Yeah.
alright, let's
I'll
listen.
adjust its
So, okay,
frequency so you can
I guess
hear
what
it
I'm
too.
saying, and don't take this as
I don't know
how
why
you
it
would
sounds
play
like a cow either. Regardless, the blinds are now
live
1400 and
poker
2800.
or, you know, for money in any situation, online or anything like that. I'm kind of trying to call or make
What to
small
do?
bets,
What to do?
small raises
What to
pre-flop
do?
or shove.
Raise.
But when he's making bets like this, I don't want to just call. Because if I miss the flop, not really much of anywhere to go. Now, 3 hearts. Not a particularly strong starting hand with the deuce there.
Sam makes off with the
I
blinds.
just really don't like that. It's kind of a messy hand. Yeah, I mean, there's straight and flush possibilities, but not very strong. Now, see, I like this a bit better.
I want to see what happens when these cards get together
I'm
with their
sorry.
royal buddies.
Overlooked. I thought that. I'm a little disappointed. I thought the 10 was a diamond, but big deal. Okay, we're getting a check into the hand. And, you know, see, I miss it very badly. And he's probably going to bet. That's fine. No, I'm just going to fold. I'm not worried about having less chips than him.
Sam takes the pot.
And that's one thing you can't be
Hey, I won.
worried about.
Neat.
It's nice to have more chips. You're not going to always have more chips. Okay, now, pocket aces. Don't get crazy. It's not a great hand.
I raise.
Right now, I'm pretty much just gonna. I'll call him no matter what on that. And alright, flush draw on the flop. I don't care. I'll call.
I'll bet.
Right. I mean, no matter. I'm not just gonna call. Actually, I'm gonna do the same thing I did before, and I'm playing kind of recklessly here. But you know,
Ah, fuzz
if he
nuggets.
wants to,
Don't
you know,
be
whatever he
scared
wants to
by the
do,
chips.
that's fine.
Don't be scared by the chips.
I don't have a straight draw here. It's just
Fold.
flush draw. So
The player
less
takes the pot.
chance of hitting that than when I did that before. That's okay though. It's like I said, I'm not reading their faces or
You
whatever. You know.
remind me of
I'm
someone.
not reading. I'm not.
Everyone
care
reminds
about
you of someone,
When
Sam.
they're
That's
bluffing.
it.
or
You
whatever.
remind me of everyone.
This is more
And
of
no
a
one. Weird.
having
Don't mind
a
me.
feel
I'm just reeling
for
you
the
in like a marlin.
situation.
Big stupid marlin.
And
Great
this is
poker
not.
face there, Sam.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is not a hand I call on. My hand is 7s and 5s with a 2 kicker right now. Now that could change if I saw the next card. Of course it would change.
Sam
Most
takes
of the
the
time in
pot.
Omaha it does change. But you know, it's too much to pay. Alright, I'm at least double suited here. I would like to play this hand. I don't want to play it too
Not
hard.
bad.
But I'm going to do a min
Not really
raise,
good, but not bad.
which he might shove. Yeah, he acts like he's going to shove.
This bet, like my beluga
He's
casserole,
gonna raise.
would look
I-
much better with a few chips sprinkled on top of it.
Let's see what he read. Okay, look, I'm going to go ahead and call this. It's not a great hand at all.
I think I'll bet.
Would really need a 5 here, so what's he? 8,600. I mean, not a great chance. I'm gonna go ahead and call. It's probably a bad call. Yeah,
Check.
bad call. Yeah, horrible call.
Check.
And hoping to get a check down to him hitting nothing. 10, 7, 8 deuce. He's
Sam
got
has
2 pair.
2 pair,
So he's
and
got
the
me beat.
player has a pair of 7s. Sam wins.
You know, I lost more chips.
Winning
They're
streaks are
gonna
like
like
dating a
to-
beautiful
that's-
woman. Enjoy them while you
know,
can, because it's
very
only a matter of time
risky
before they
hand
dump you
play
for being
to
weird
draw
and clingy.
to a gut shot.
Much as I enjoy dealing cards and reciting hand names,
Fairly
it's
sizable
long past
bet
time to bring this match to a
that he
close.
made.
So I'm raising the blinds to 1,600 and 3,200.
No, this is not great. He's gonna shove.
I'll
Nah,
raise.
I'm wrong. Yeah, see, his, the way he says that,
Sam makes off with the
a
blinds.
lot of times it seems like he's gonna shove.
The next
'cause
time
that's
you play, you might
basically
want to
what
have better cards.
But I don't, like I said, you know, I don't look into their tells. I don't pay attention to that. It's not necessary. And this isn't a great hand. I'm just not getting any great starting hands. I'm going to try to check into it. If he goes
I can't
all in,
count that
I'm just
small,
going to call.
so I guess I'll
And
have to
I don't
raise.
even care. Yeah, he's raising. I'm not gonna sit here and fold all day.
Great
And
day in the morning.
my hand's not great.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. Something of a coin flip.
Now I'm more confused than chicken playing cricket.
But
Or was that a cricket
you know, I
playing
mean, he's
chicken?
got possibility of making some good hands here, and so so slowly, fingers crossed. And
Shazbot.
Sam
I
has
held up.
a pair of fives, and you have a pair of kings. The
Weak
player
hands, but
wins.
you know, we're heads up
Don't
at this
get cocky,
point, just the two of us, and you know, pretty much you can't just continue folding as
Do
the
you know
blinds
what I'm
raise.
thinking? I'm thinking that I should
And
have two of
the
them,
guy's raising and raising.
so that I can
pretty
replay
much
the
every
game
hand.
over and over at my
At
leisure.
some point,
But
you
that
have
would
to
be
take a
wrong.
stand. You just pick and choose your pick and choose the situation and go with it. 2,
Sam
3,
takes the
I think
flop.
I had, and pocket kings. Certainly nothing great, but worked out. Kind of just have to have a feel for it there. And I'm gonna fold this because I'm not getting raised with that.
Sam makes
I
off
don't
with
want to
the
get raised with
blinds.
that.
Is this what good luck feels like?
No, I like this okay.
I call.
Oh, really? Yeah, okay. Well, I'll just check, too, because Omaha's a risky game. And... I have a flush draw. There's, there are 2 sevens on the
I
board.
wonder what'll happen if I throw in a few chips.
Yeah,
like
if he happened to
so.
have 7-5. Or pocket sevens. Whatever. I'll say I don't think he does. Even if he has a 7 right now, his hand is better than mine. But
Well, dang.
I'm not too concerned.
Oh, Sam. Think of all the hamdingers we could buy with that.
Ouch.
I'm thinking.
Need to hit my flush if he calls.
Nope.
Nope. Didn't think you
The
would.
player takes
They
the
back
pot.
down a lot of times.
The blinds are now $1,800 and $3,600.
And they don't necessarily all play the same way, of course. But, that's it. That hands for shit
Sam
right there.
makes off with the blinds.
Come to Papa,
So,
little chips.
Don't anthropomorphize the money, Max. I mean, Sam.
Anyway,
I haven't seen so much
you
folding
wanna
since
keep
Max
them
and I
off
busted that
balance.
underground bed making contest.
Keeping them off
That
balance
never happened, Sam.
is extremely important.
I think I'll call.
It doesn't matter what playing against real people, of course it's more important. And he let me into that. As you noticed, just by calling, he didn't raise. They seem to do that. And, I've got a flush draw. I've got a straight draw. In fact, I've got a straight flush draw. I need a 5 of clubs for that. I have 2 pair. I, could wind up with
Is this
full
some
house.
kind of stalling tactic?
No.
Sure is exciting, isn't it?
Not a stalling tactic. And so far,
Glad you agree.
I just have aces and deuces. Not a particularly strong hand. If he goes all in here,
I'm not just all in. I'm all caps in.
it's not really a hand will want to lose that many chips on.
Sam takes the pot.
Hey, I won again. I wonder what
Aces
that
and
means.
deuces, not
Means you're on a roll, baby.
strong.
Bet everything.
Two pair usually don't win in Omaha, although we're heads up, you know? I'm just gonna call here. He may raise. Let's see how big he raises. Pretty big. I'm not giving him a bunch of chips back. Didn't
Sam
cost
makes
much
off
to
with the
call there.
blinds.
Once again, playing against idiots. Even more so, well, I would say more so than in real life.
Call.
I would say more so than when playing against humans, but people are crazy. Alright, gut shot, straight draw, ace to 5, wheel, as you might call it, or 4 to 8. So, I'm still gonna check
No sense
here.
rocking the boat now.
Yeah, get a 3, 6. Okay. Alright, I got my straight. Let me just check. A straight and a flush draw. It's kind of a low flush draw. Very low flush draw. But I'll call it
Okay, I'll
anything
bet.
at this point. Not just that. I'm gonna go ahead and go all in. Why?
Go ahead, call it.
Just cause.
I'm just a goofy talking dog.
Go ahead
What
and
would
call.
I know about combinatorial
Yeah.
game theory,
he
multivariate
has
conditional
higher
probabilities,
flush
or all
draw.
if numbers? Ah, fuzz nuggets.
Yeah,
This is what I get for listening to the voices in Max's head.
whatever. He only has
The player
15-8.
takes the pot.
15,800 left, so, you know, I was hoping he would go ahead and call there. And this hand, yeah, whatever, I'll call if he shoves.
All
And
in.
just because, you know, double suited, not bad, you know, queen 9, ace 5 suited. He's got, yeah, see, look. Yep. He's got outs.
Fracking
But
frap.
the only
Sam
out he
has
gets
two
is the
pair.
door.
The player has two pair. The player wins with the higher pairs.
Okay.
That's a relief. I was worried you might screw that up
Yep,
again.
right. So, bit of a gamble.
The player has won tonight's tournament.
Into
I bet
quite
you
a
think
few
you're
of
pretty
those,
clever, don't you?
situations.
But consider your
There
competition.
weren't that
A
many
steroid freak
situations.
with rage
There
issues.
weren't that many hands.
A horny robot. A half-witted cripple. And a dog.
And a stupid
And even
robot.
then you needed luck
talking.
to win. Lots and lots
Or whatever the
of
hell you
luck.
want to call it.
I wonder how you'd do under less favorable conditions.
Yeah, yeah. We're not playing Portal.
Just
I heard a
kidding.
lot of people I've
I would
seen,
never
you know,
kill
a lot of
you
people say, oh, who
in
would you
public.
want to see? Poker Night 3. Let's bring in some of the poker pros that are funny. Phil Hellmuth, for example. Some of the guys that tear him apart would also be funny. Just a suggestion. These guys, they only go so far. Anyway, not a whole lot more I'll say in this playthrough, but I hope you learned a little bit if that's what you're looking to do. Good stuff. Got that excellent here. Yeah. Now, the odds that you will be able to duplicate my gameplay are pretty bad, just because it was, you know, very risky and just based on my own feel. But if you at least know how the game works, once again, 2 whole cards and 3 community cards make up your rest hand. You can't just choose and go with that from pre-flop. That's the big difference between Texas Hold'em and Omaha. Although it's still the best 5 no matter what. you just really, you can't, it's maybe a little confusing that you can't use all 4 of the cards. You know, when you first play, you can't use 3 of the cards and say, oh well, you're gonna get confused and say, oh well, I had a full house because it was a pair on board and I had 3 9s in my hand. Well, that doesn't work. You can only use 2 of what's in your hand. Okay, so good luck at the tables, and see you next time.